Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 10th day of September, 19th day of Elul. Here we go. This is a tough halacha. This is the halacha that from the beginning of shofar blowing till the all the way end of shofar blowing, you should not talk at all. Okay, it's one long mitzvah from the beginning of hearing the shofar blasts till about 2 hours later when you hear the last of the shofar blasts. That's 2 hours of not talking. So, sorry if that's strict for you, but that's the law because you made a bracha. The bracha is for all of the mitzvah, and the mitzvah isn't complete until you hear the last shofar blast. If you talked, you're still going to fulfill the mitzvah. It's just you messed up that the bracha was, for the whole mitzvah, and you're supposed to just like you don't talk after you wash your hands till you make hamotzi. So, and you don't talk until you swallow the bread. So you don't talk until you finished hearing the shofar. And from the first blast of shofar till the end, it's about an hour and a half or 2 hours. So sorry, you got to not talk during that time. You can do it. You really can do it. If a person talked between the beginning of the first bracha when it just started and he hasn't heard any shofar yet, then he would actually need to make the bracha again. Now, if a person needs to talk the things that are necessary for the shofar, like please hand me that other shofar because this one's not working anymore or whatever, then those kinds of things are, you should try not to if you don't have to, but if you need to, then do it. I mean, you can get away without talking. You can point at the other one and motion like bring me the other shofar, but if you have to talk, then you're allowed to if it pertains to the shofar itself. And the bracha would not have to be repeated in that search situation. It's best if one person blows all the shofar blasts for the shul or the community or whoever's doing it, because we follow this rule of maschil b'mitzvah omrim lo gemor. The one who started the mitzvah, we tell him to complete the mitzvah. Now sometimes it happens that in the middle of the shofar blowing, the initial person just sputters out and he can't finish it. Then of course you can go get another person to do the finishing, but it's best to try to get someone to do the whole thing. Now, in some shuls, there is a custom that we give out the honors and we tell him, you're going to do this section, someone else is going to blow that section of the shofar. If that's the custom, then yeah, you could follow the shul custom. But if there is no such custom, then it's best to have one person do the whole thing. The chazan could be the one to blow the shofar for the shul or the community or whatever, and the reason is because he's not going to get mixed up and all lose his place and everything, because we all follow out of machzor these days, so it's all printed. He could just follow along with his eye and see tkiya, shvarim, it'll remind him exactly what he's up to and he won't get mixed up. We have a custom to have a makri. That's a person who tells the shofar blower what to blow next, and you hear him say tkiya, then he blows tkiya, shvarim, and he blows shvarim. The first one doesn't have to be said because duh, you haven't begun. Everybody in the universe knows that anybody who knows anything about shofar knows that the first blow is going to be a tkiya. So that first one doesn't have to be announced. Some shall still do it, but halachically it's not necessary, and we don't want him to talk more than he needed to, so you don't have to announce that first tkiya. And lastly, we do the shofar blowing at the shulchan, at the table where the Torah is read, and that's because we want to have the merit of the Torah reading and the Torah learning add to the merit of the shofar mitzvah that we're doing, and so we do it at that spot where the Torah was read. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.